Welcome to the Knippers Friends radio program.
Just a good lawyer.
And I'm your host, Lance Knippers. This broadcast is brought to you by attorney Chris Alexander. If you need an attorney, for whatever reason, Chris Alexander is not only a good lawyer, he's the best. He'll take on the feds to get your guns back. He stands on the Constitution, and he believes in his clients, and he protects their rights and their interests every time.
What's that smell? By gosh, it's Knippers and Friends. It's mostly Knippers.
We're gonna stay with you, lock it in the whole day through, for the Knippers and Friends show.
Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum, my brother.
Assalamu alaikum. How you doing?
I'm doing good.
Hello,
This is
guys.
Saad.
Saad Kuza Solomon.
Saad Kuza Solomon. I'm Lance Knippers, and this is Knippers and Friends. We got a new format, guys, and I want you to just know it's going to be dependable. We're going to be going live and having guests on the show and doing the stuff at an hour after, 5 or 6 o'clock. We haven't really set the time yet, but by the time you're watching this, I think we'll have figured it out. But today we got Mr. Saad with us.
Brother Saad.
Brother Saad. Yeah.
Uncle Saad.
Thank you for coming on the show, man.
You're welcome. Honored. Thank you for having me, brother.
So, let's get to it. Welcome to Knippers and Friends. First today, we're going to talk about a couple things. Facebook, Zuckerberg is upset because Bernie Sanders said there should be no billionaires. And so
how come he's a billionaire?
because he's a billionaire. Of course, that's the only thing I got a problem with Bernie Sanders is when he talks bad about billionaires.
I really want to say something about Bernie Sanders. I respect him for his age. I don't want to disrespect him in this show. He is entitled to his own opinion. He got his own crowd. And by the way, he's the most funded by his supporters.
Right.
It's like
He's got a grassroots movement.
more money than Joe Biden and
Oh, yeah.
what's the other guy name? Oh, the Indian lady name.
Elizabeth Warren.
Yes. A feather is not the dot.
Yeah, she's been in the news about claiming that she was a Native American, and then they did some tests and found out that she was like 1,024.
It's okay. We forgave her and we move on. As a conservative, I'm
Right.
a constitutional conservative. Let me be clear. I'm not a Republican 100%. I took the best part. Liberals have some good views. I respect them for certain things. They're more humane.
Like the heroin needle exchange. That's a great idea. I'm serious. Isn't it a good idea? But go ahead.
I mean, they love nature. They love other people. They're more humane with immigration a little bit. But in the same time, you got a job to protect this country. I'm an immigrant.
Right.
I consider myself, I'm an illegal immigrant still now. And you've been with me. You know me more than anybody else.
We went down to to see the who?
ICE and Homeland
ICE?
Security. I have to report with them every 6 months. Or, most of those people are veterans,
Right.
and they respect me. Some
Yeah,
of
when
them
that guy came out of the
and
ICE.
hug me and hug you.
So
and
we're sitting in ICE, and this guy comes out with a long beard, looked like he's been on a few tours, and he comes out, shakes our hands, he says, "Go about your business. Appreciate you guys. We've been watching you, but you're good."
That's why I'm not mad at
That
them.
felt good, man.
I supported the President Trump in his campaign when everybody was scared, everybody was silent. I didn't say anything, but I supported him because that's our man to change, and I had hope because he's not a politician. He used to be a Democrat. He used to be a pro-choice, and to see a man to change 360 like that and join the Republican Party to save America,
Right.
I supported him. When everybody else was quiet and scared to say, I wore his t-shirts, I made videos for him, and I supported him from my heart because I love this country,
Right.
regardless what I'm going through. Back to Zuckerberg.
Yeah.
Social media, when Facebook started, we were allowed to speak, we were allowed to talk, and the first thing, if you want to post something, say, speak your mind.
Right. Say the truth.
That's why I
but
run
own
away.
it. But own it. You know.
Speak your mind.
Mm-hmm.
I never had this opportunity. I never had this chance in my life growing up in the Middle East, in a Muslim country. We were suppressed by governments. Kuwait wasn't bad. Kuwait was a socialist, Sharia law, and capitalism system, all mixed. They took the best parts of those laws and made it in one country. But in the same time, during the holy month of Ramadan, as Muslims, you cannot smoke outside, you cannot drink outside, you will be beaten, you will be in prison just
For drinking in public or smoking in public.
cigarettes. So my mom.
Well, in that case, in honor of those people that are oppressed, we're going to go ahead and do something we haven't done on the show yet, and that's smoke a cigarette while we do the show.
I didn't smoke in the beginning
Mind if
of
I
the show.
bum a light from you, sir?
Yeah, absolutely.
I used to have it. Little flick thing. Appreciate it, man. So Zuckerberg says that not having billionaires would stifle competition. I don't know that there's a whole lot of billionaires out there
This guy made a fortune out
of
Facebook
stealing someone else's work,
and want to silence
allegedly.
us as patriots, as people who love this country. I'm an Arab.
Show the people at home. I'll put it on this one. Pull up your thing. So Facebook's got this new thing right now where your account, if you've been banned or Facebook jailed, you're going to end up having a restriction, and it'll tell you how many violations you've got.
That's the violations recently, not
Yeah.
through the years.
See if you can see that. Yeah. So just so y'all know, like if Saad's ever in jail, and you're welcome to come on the show and do a speech if you ever feel like you need a monologue or something.
Look,
'Cause
I had
you-
the 3 Facebook accounts. I had a YouTube channel which has thousands of followers and
Right.
subscribers. They shut me down for hate speech
Mhm.
in YouTube. For speaking Arabic to my people. If they
Right.
come to America or they go to Australia or they go to Europe or go to Canada, behave. We grew up as Muslims and we have manners. We love this country.
He's a good role model for immigrants.
I mean, you don't come
Don't
here.
you work with a lot of people, a lot of immigrants sometimes over the years?
Absolutely.
And you've helped
absolutely.
them
I help
get
them.
stabilized.
100%, brother. But I feel one thing about, not all immigrants are bad. Some of them really come here running away. I came here for political reason. I was muted. My mom worried about me growing up. I didn't fit in that region. I didn't. I have to speak up. I don't like Sharia laws. I agree with some, but I'm not gonna live in the 7th century.
Right.
Aggressive. And I came here looking for my freedom, and that's the only reason I came here. I didn't come here because I was hungry. I'm not putting those people down. They came here for economic reasons, like from South and Central America. They work hard. I love them. I work with them. But there is something you need to talk about it. They want to get paid cash. American flag respected. They don't like white people. Some of them, I live with them. I work with them, and I don't like that. I came here. This is what I like about America.
Show them that tattoo.
We the people.
Aim it at this camera because this one's in
We
in
the
higher,
people.
a little higher def on the short end.
Yeah, we the people. Your founding fathers were great leaders. The Constitutions, to me, is better than any holy book be written by God. Mad or sad.
It's imperfect, however.
But the only country who accommodate 190 nationality or 180 nationality is America in here. I came here to assimilate, to join you in your ride for freedom. I didn't come here to change you. I didn't come here like some people trying to be a Congress people or whatever. I'm not gonna get in details, but we need to show some respect to the people who accommodate us and open their doors for us. I lived here for 29 years, and people ask me, why you live in Louisiana? Why Louisiana? I was in Los Angeles when I landed when I came here to America. And I didn't see no American flags. I didn't see nobody speak. I was in East LA, mainly Latinos, mainly Brazilian, Guatemala, Honduras, Mexicans, other foreigners, Chinese,
Right.
Vietnamese, and segregated. I said, where is white people? Where is Baywatch people? Where is the blonde woman? Where is American beautiful? No, they don't live among us because they live in the gated communities,
The
their
suburbs.
grass being cut, they
Right.
have jobs, they have insurance in their cars, they do the right things. We're not used to that. I came from a third world country. So how we expected those people
Well,
to...
it is a big culture shock, number one, because like when I lived in Colombia, you did not, when you went to the bathroom and you did a number 2 and you wiped your butt, you would not flush that toilet paper down the toilet. You'd put it in the trash can next to the toilet. And people's in every Colombian bathroom, up to the highest level, there are people that are doing this. And some of my friends, they're Colombian. They're like, this is stupid. Like, just flush that stuff down the toilet. Like,
Why they don't do that?
because it's part of their culture that the piping was bad, and they assume that it's still bad, even though we're here in the modern world where it's still flush it.
Cultural reason, or is it...
It's probably
plumbing
by
the
design.
problems.
It's a combination of older plumbing problems and just government bureaucracy. Like you really, like, you're not supposed to. It's not against the law to flush it, but it's like a tradition. I don't know. But my guitar player says I don't even have a garbage can in my bathroom for that reason. So I mean, I wouldn't either.
So I stayed there 4 months in there until a friend of mine from Louisiana called me, and he's an Arab guy. I grew up with him as a kid back home in Kuwait. And he said, what do you do in Los Angeles? I said, I'm bored. I came here to be a Marine. I don't want to live here. He said, come and visit Louisiana. I said, where is Louisiana? He said, it's in the south. So I asked my friends, which is some of them Americans,
Right.
and some of them Arabs. Oh, no. Louisiana, people live in the woods, in the sticks, and
The
people,
swamp.
they hate immigrants, alligators everywhere, and all that propaganda. I said, can I go there? So I called my friend and said, let me come there and visit for a week. Those people telling me that. He said, don't listen to them. I came here, I fell in love with this state. People are genuine. Rivers, I've been coming here
Oh,
for
yeah.
29 years, brother.
By the way, today's episode of Knippers and Friends is sponsored by Fred's on the River. If you don't know where that is, it's where Ascension Parish and Livingston Parish come together at a little point. You cross the river, there's boats, there's beer, there's music, pool tables, bands, lots of food. Doesn't he cook like on football games? and
I don't
stuff?
care about the food as much as I care about the quality of people in here who welcomed me and made me feel like
Yeah.
home. My ancestors came from Mesopotamia. It's in the Bible.
Mesopotamia.
It's the land of the two rivers. And I love that river. That Mississippi River go all the way to Illinois, my friend.
That's right.
Or flow down here, whatever. We got three main rivers in here, which is, I think, Colorado, one of them.
Yeah, you got the
Colorado
ones
River.
in the Rockies.
And you got, other river, I don't recall it right now.
Mississippi is the one we claim around here, though, just
Yeah.
for the record.
So it's the simple life. I love nature,
Right.
and I love fishing. I don't hunt, but those people who grow up. I've been through three wars. Just killing animals is not my thing.
Right.
I was hunting different type of species back then.
Yeah.
It's to me, sitting in the woods, drinking my beer with good brothers and sisters. I don't need to be
Can't
in
get any better than
Destin
that.
or Paris or Rome or anywhere in the world. And people don't understand that. They don't understand my love for this nature and here in this country, especially in this state, in Louisiana. We have it all. We have all kind of people in here. Everybody get along. whites, blacks, Latinos, Arabs. We have Muslims in here. We have Jews in here. Why is that? Because this flag, the red, white, and blue, unite us, and there is a will inside us and a good intention to get along.
Right.
People work hard. We're tired of politicians. That's why I supported the President Trump. I don't agree with him sometimes.
That's right.
And I made a lot of videos. Some of the videos I criticize him and
Like the
constructive.
Kurds. Like the Kurds. We need to talk about this.
The Kurds is those people. I love them and I support them all my life because they are genuine. They are loyal, very loyal to the American forces. Ask any veteran, any American veteran, being in wars in Iraq and Syria, they will tell you most of the people they can trust is the Kurds. I'm not down or disrespecting my Arab brothers. The Iraqis being abused all their life. That's why they don't trust anybody.
Right.
The whole thing in the war in the first Persian Gulf was legit. When they kicked the Iraqi military out of Kuwait, I agree with that because the Iraqis came there and destroyed that country.
Didn't you have to fight your own brother in that war?
Absolutely. I got drafted. And you know what's the punishment if you AWOL in Iraqi military?
What is the punishment?
Death. And your family will be ashamed and discriminated against.
Right.
Yeah, it's not easy.
They'll have to pay penalties after you're dead.
But in 2003, when President Bush made the biggest mistake in American history by invading that country, and I said, don't. I wasn't.
Which one? The W or the?
No.
The
Yeah,
second one?
the second one. In
Going back to
2003,
Iraq was a mistake.
It was Operation Iraqi Freedom, looking for mass destruction weapons.
Was Saddam Hussein a real devout Muslim?
No.
No?
No.
So you're saying that having him there may have been better than having
Let me tell you something,
Islamic
brother.
militants?
I was 18 years old when I volunteered among 260,000 Iraqis, lived in Kuwait. In 1983, graduated out of high school. I volunteered to go fight against the Iranians. Not the Iranians, the Islamic State of Iran. I love that leader, Saddam Hussein, because he was a nationalist. He loved Arabs. He loved Iraqis. He wanted to unite. We have 7 ethnic groups in Iraq. We have Kurds, which is non-Arabs, a lot of them Muslims, Sunni. We have Arabs, Muslim Sunni, Muslim Shia, Christians. We have Christian Kildanese, Assyrians. We have Yazidis. We have Turkish people live in Iraq. We have Persians live in Iraq. How unite those people? How
Right.
can you unite anybody? He united them
Wow.
by iron fist. Arab people, especially in Iraq and Syria, we've been the most abused people for the last 400 years. The Ottoman Empire, during the 1500, Ottoman Empire.
No, you can say it your way because
Yeah.
it's the right way.
That's Muslim brothers from Turkey.
Right.
Occupied us for 400 years, slaved us, hanged us, lynched us, abused us, used us.
Right. Nobody
Judah-
talks about that.
Yeah, they went to Europe and convert people to Islam by the edge of the sword. That's what Erdogan doing, the president of Turkey. You know, Turkey, I have no problem with Turkey. I have problem with their government. Turkish people are nice people. But to have that level of hate toward those Kurdish people. Kurdish people live in Iraq, they live in Syria, they live in Iran, and they live in Turkey. You know how many Kurdish people live in Turkey? Like 20 million to 30 million. They live there. Back in the 70s, they couldn't talk their language.
Right.
Just like the Cajun people in here.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're not the only people being abused. And that's what I tell my black brothers to chill. You're not the only one being abused. Our Arab people being abused. Kurdish people being abused since 1900. They promised them their own country to fight with the Allies and Britain back in the days. After World War I finished, They created Iraq, they created Syria, they created
All these
all those
nationalities.
countries. What about the Kurds? They live in the mountain.
Right.
They are farmers. They love their country. They loyal people. They are one of
What
the.
kind of crops do they grow?
They use a lot of like olives, fig.
Figs?
Figs.
Yeah, you're good.
Uh,
No, it's fine.
Uh,
Fidge. That sounds like healthy fudge. Fidge.
yeah, fudge is good. I like fudge.
No figs. But good. That's actually typical for the area too.
Corn, lettuce, tomatoes. The best food you ever have in Iraq is the kebabs. It's ground beef. Iraqi kebab is the best in the world, honestly. It came from the north of Iraq. And the yogurt. Everything is fresh, everything normal.
Right.
Nice people, family people. And being Arab people are
And they live together with Jews, Christians, the Kurds all do. all-
absolutely, and
yeah.
they took us as Arabs, as refugee. When Mosul went down,
Right.
ISIS took Mosul down in 2016, not 16, 15 maybe, or 14.
It's the Peshmerga.
Peshmerga.
Is that
it's
Kurdish?
Kurdish.
It's Kurdish. Kurdish women,
Iraq,
isn't it?
In Iraq. They have women too.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Isn't there a whole women brigade?
Units, because they
Yeah.
don't want them to mix, and they are
'Cause
very
it's not healthy
respectful.
for them to fight.
No, it's not
It
good.
gets distracted.
Their leaders are women. They respect women. They respect kids.
It's just like before the Super Bowl, you don't want Tom Brady or Drew Brees to have interrelations with his wife because it takes out his stamina. So you got to separate them, segregate the two. Women over here, men over here. Then after the war's won, they can get together and make some babies, and they can create a whole new army.
You have to get married first before
Right.
you make a baby. It's a different culture. They are, and they never chop a head.
Chop ahead.
Chop a head like ISIS. ISIS are devoted Wahhabism. Devoted Wahhabis.
That's the people that the militant version of Islam that
Yes,
wants to
that's
behead
what Saudi
you.
Arabia preach
Right.
24/7 behind your closed doors.
Right. It's like that right now.
So I don't have no problem with the Kurds. Being betraying the Kurds like that was bad, and I was really sad because I don't think President Trump had bad intentions. I think the people who surrounded him, feeding him,
Giving
wrong-
him bad information.
Yes,
Same
that's
thing with
why-
George W. Bush. The same
Exactly.
problem because he went off of it of a lot of his advisors, and those advisors had their own. I mean, you look in the FBI. How many of the FBI guys are against the current president, and what are they doing for their own agenda? So they give information to somebody in power. That person reacts based on the information that they're given, that may not have been accurate. And we move in, and by the time you start moving forward, it's too late. You've committed to it. You can't pull out of what you're going to do.
That's true.
And
How you pull the troops?
we've
from-
got to do a better job of vetting the information that gets to the president.
True. Then when I said something about it on Facebook, my own friends following me for years. Oh no, now you are, anti-America. I said, how am I anti-America? He said, because you don't want
Because
to
you
see.
disagreed with Donald Trump for a day. But that's okay to disagree.
I said, listen, I fought with American troops alongside,
right.
like shoulder to shoulder. That's my brother. They killed my brother 5 years ago because just he's working with the American military in Iraq.
And that's something we all need to realize that, yes, Islam can be, the militant version of Islam can be very dangerous and bad for the rest of the world. But you cannot deny the allies that we have in the Islamic community, because we have people that have translated, Iraqis, Kuwaitis, Kurds, translated for our
Syrian,
troops that
Lebanese,
saved our guys'
Egyptians,
lives.
Jordanians. A lot of Muslims die
Exactly.
next to you, but your
And
media
your
don't-
brother died, gave his life, just trying to help our people.
I'm not trying to be a hero here, but honestly, I disagree with Islam on certain topics, but I have to show some respect for the good, devoted Muslims who fought and died next to your shoulders. How many FBI agents you have, which is our Muslims in here? How do you think those plots being captured and stopped in America in here? By a sheriff deputy from Livingston Parish, he found out? No.
Right.
He's a Muslim guy, Muslim family member knows his brother is plotting to kill or hurt
Right.
Americans.
Because if you're going to plan something devious, most people can't stand the urge to tell somebody. They're gonna tell somebody, man, I'm gonna get these
Or
people.
watching it closely and worry about. There is a lot. When the last time you seen you as a redneck in America?
I'm a redneck. I embrace my redneckedness.
In Louisiana, got attacked by a Muslim here. Honestly.
Right. When's
Or-
the last
or-
time?
Yeah.
Well, actually, I'm one of the few statistics. When I did serve time, I did 2 years, 3 weeks, and 4 days in prison back in the 90s. And the Muslim Brotherhood, there's 3 guys jumped on me. I beat all 3 of them up, and then the whole Muslim Brotherhood wanted to get in, and I had to go meet with the head Muslim. And I'm telling you, these guys were serious. And I was moving from
In the prison.
in the prison, but I was moving from this dorm that I got in that jumped in, and
They like that fat white booty.
No, it was all religious. Look, I had a Bible in my hand, right? And I went in there, I went by myself. I said, I'm coming out by myself. And I had a Bible. I read the Bible 3
Let me
times.
guess, they were black Muslims, right?
Yeah, but they probably had some, they may have had, they may have converted some white
Pakistani
guys.
Muslim or a Tunisian Muslim?
No, they were, it's typically, yeah, you don't have,
That hate mentality.
Well,
the white man.
it's a supremacy kind of ideal.
That
to
was
think
wrong.
your
That's why
way is
they
the only
killed
way.
Malcolm X, a brother Malcolm X. I adore him.
Who killed
I respect
Malcolm
him. His own brothers, Muslim brothers, because you know what he been told in Nation Islam? To hate the white man. The white man this, the white man this.
That's right.
When he went to Hajj, to make the Hajj in Saudi Arabia, and he came back and he
He's
told
different.
Elijah Muhammad, the leader of the Nation of Islam, he told him, look, why you lied to me? Why you told me the white man is the devil with the blue eyes?
Right.
He said, no, I pray with a blonde, blue eyes, a guy from Poland, from England. I prayed with Asians, I prayed with blacks, I prayed with Arabs, I prayed
God is
with
God of
Indians.
all, that's right.
We all united under God. Now you're bringing me here and telling me lies. 3 days later, he made a speech and they assassinated him.
3 days.
And you know what's sad? American
And
people
they don't get the credit for it.
never being taught in history. I went and got the high school
Because
history
the
book.
history keeps getting rewritten by the people in
And
power.
lies, so much lies.
And
Why
right now
don't
the
you
people
tell-
in power is CNN and Fox News and
all of
MSNBC.
them, get paid from the same pot, brother.
That's right.
The main thing that dumb down America and they show me as an Arab, as a people came from Muslim countries. We are the terrorists. We came here to kill you. I'm here to drink and enjoy your freedom.
Most of the
And-
people watching this broadcast know
I-
that that's not the case because they like Lebanese food. And where you gonna get Lebanese from? An Arabic person, right? Am I wrong? Pretty much that's Greek.
They got a Chinese dude making hummus downtown.
Hey, if you that's the thing, like they're gonna get in trouble because people
All in America,
you're not
red,
supposed
white,
to
and blue, bro.
appropriate. You can't like you can if you had a taco stand in Seattle right now, they would give you hell because you're not Mexican.
Yeah.
As if Mexicans invented the taco, and maybe they did.
Food is food, brother.
But they didn't invent the American taco. And who cares? Like, we're spreading the culture of another people. You should be happy
Look.
if you're Mexican if you see a taco. Taco Bell is not owned by Mexicans. I'm just going to tell you right now. It's owned by a bunch of white people.
Me and my wife, we go
Protest them.
eat with her family sometime in a Mexican restaurant, and guess what's the best dish in there? Fried cheese and spicy hummus in a Mexican restaurant. Served by Spanish
Yeah, but fried
people.
cheese is pretty damn good, though, man. It's hard to compete with.
Food is good. We need to come
I
together,
pay a premium for Lebanese food.
share recipes instead of killing each other.
That's another thing. The recipes. You combine some Lebanese fried cheese with some crawfish. I'm telling you, things that have not been combined in this world should be combined. All right?
How about some bacon and a gyro sandwich?
I've done it. I've done it. Bacon on the gyro. Bacon on the gyro. I'm telling you, we revolutionize sandwich technology here on Knippers and Friends. We haven't taken a break in a good minute, but we're gonna come right back with Mr. Saad.
Brother Saad.
Brother
please.
Saad.
I know Mr.
I like
Saad.
how the way he corrects me.
I don't wear a tie.
And we never got to into Facebook, but that's fine. We're gonna move on to the next thing. That was North
No,
Korea.
let me finish something about Facebook.
Yeah.
Facebook.
Oh, well, let's bring it back. All right, and we're back on
Facebook.
Nippers and Friends. We're gonna talk about Facebook real quick.
I'm in Facebook jail in one account, but as soon as I go to Facebook jail in one account, the other one they call it shadow banning,
Yep.
which is I cannot like, I cannot post, I cannot like anybody else comment, I cannot use Messenger, and this is the problem. So, what is the freedom here? And this is the problem in America.
You know they want to make a currency too.
Ah,
You know, like PayPal.
yeah.
Well, Facebook's
What
got
they call it, Libra?
It's called Libra.
Yeah.
And we're gonna call it the mark. Who else called it the mark? The Germans in World War II.
Germans are not bad.
No, but like the World War II Nazi ones were.
They were defending their countries. I disagree with them.
The ideology of killing Jews.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Jews are
We're
human.
definitely not for killing Jews on Nippers and Friendship.
Jews being prosecuted through history. That's why they holding down Israel. I love them and I support them. I get on so much heat because I support Israel.
Right.
Oh, they killing your people. They still killing my people. Look what the Turkish Muslim people doing to my Muslim people, the Kurdish people. God damn, we killing each other. Don't blame America. Don't blame Israel.
You know what the problem is in the Middle East side? There's one thing, for thousands of years we haven't had peace in the Middle East.
Why?
Because we're missing one thing. What's the one thing missing from the Middle East?
Pussy.
No, you got that. You got plenty of that.
Now you gotta marry them.
You seen them Israeli girls? Boy, they
You gotta
good.
marry them. American here, you don't have to. You gotta try the merchandise before you get married,
The
man.
one thing that's missing from the Middle East is bacon. No bacon, no peace.
Yes.
Jews don't eat bacon. Muslims don't eat bacon.
Yeah.
If I couldn't have bacon, I'd be violent all the time.
What
too.
about pork chop?
If I couldn't have a pork chop, man, I'll bust you on the head if I ain't
What
got
about barbecue ribs, man? That juicy,
See,
tender
it's in the
meat.
blood. You need it.
Yeah.
It calms the soul. People, bacon, get it. No bacon, no peace. Now I want a piece of bacon.
What's the other question?
So, before we
Shadow banning.
Oh yeah, no. Look, let me just tell people. There's a myriad of ways that Facebook can censor you. I have them shadow banned on one page. I've got like 25,000 followers. I make a post, 5 people see it.
Yeah.
Seen by 5 people. 5. You go live, you got 22,000 followers, and only 5 people see it. It's sad.
But you post one girl, other people beat her up, 10 to 15 people beat up one person, go viral, millions of views,
Right.
and get popular. The hatred.
They
being
encourage the
pushed,
violence.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. They never show a good cop on the video anymore. All they show this.
That's right.
Look what they start. A white cop killed a black person. I never heard that in America.
that brings in the
Why?
views.
Why we have to mention race? Why we have to blame white people? What white people did in their life to be deserved that much hatred toward them?
Well, white people do stupid shit.
They did.
I will say.
They did. The white people like any
I'm
other
gonna own
race.
the dumb son bitches in white people. I mean, that's the thing. You
I
can't be a
live-
supremacist.
I live in their land. I came here. I know the majority is white people in America and here. I never been hurt by white people. Judicial system is fucked up. It's messed up. That does not mean the white people. They got white people locked up in here. You got veterans who serve in those wars, come back in here, got a PTSD. His wife cheated on him. His wife stole his money from him and being dished. Oh, he's crazy. She called the police. Oh, he's mad. He got a bad temper. He broke the beer bottle on the TV. Well, the motherfucker seen worse scene. Have you ever been in a war? Have you ever seen
Right.
kids being blown up? Have you ever seen a whole family being bombed? Have you ever seen a kid being slaughtered in front of you and you cannot do nothing
Right.
because the rules of engagement? America is the greatest country. With this leader or Trump or without Trump, it's always going to be great. You know why? Because of the American people who accepted all of us, accommodated us.
They can't stop us.
And CNN and all those, I'm not going to say fake news. Some of them are okay, like 10%, but the rest of them trying to instigate minorities, LGBT communities against the white man, Christian man with AR.
Right.
Want to take the guns away? How are they going to protect themselves?
You know,
It's-
I know more gay and lesbian conservatives than I do gay and lesbian liberals.
I don't have no problem against those people.
I don't either.
Just don't shove your thing up
Don't
down
shove your
my
thing-
throat.
Don't shove your thing down his throat. That's all he's asking.
I came from the land of Sodom and Gomorrah. We have gays. We have
Sodomy
Yeah.
and Gomorrhea,
Yeah.
gonorrhea.
You know what? It's their problem. That's
Right.
the
No,
choice. But keep it to yourself. Wherever you go,
I like to eat beaver. I'm a big beaver eater, right? But I don't need a T-shirt or parade to say I eat beaver.
Is it halal or?
It is definitely halal.
Nippers and Friends, Nippers and Friends, Nippers and Friends, Nippers and Friends.
Segment right there.
Yes, sir. Assalamu alaikum.